Good ball. Shahzad had lost sight of it. Didn't know where it went. Rightly sent back by Mithun.
He's managed to put back to ball, but still it's gone behind the batsman. Could have easily gone on to hit the leg or go on to hit the stumps. Very good delivery. Good. Very good from Saifuddin. Good start to his over.
No ball. That was the only thing missing. So we get a free hit now. I think the bowler wants to finish it off more than the batsman. Gets an extra delivery.
Now where do you want to hit that?
His strong zone. That's between mid-wicket and long on. Provided he gets the ball to be in that area. Not shy away from attempting that particular zone that we just mentioned.
I'm going offside.
Big shot. Straight. I'll still consider that mid-on. That's a big six.
Massive, massive. Pick the length very quickly. Knowing you're expecting him to hit a big one, and he doesn't disappoint. How wide that is on the offside, but he still managed to hit it over long on. Super hit. Super six.
Have a look at that. He just gives an open stance, just lines himself up. And he plays that to very straight. Drags it from probably the 5th off stump. 5 more to go. He's got bat onto that. That's well done. Single on that occasion. So just a stroke away now, Rangpur Riders, from victory. 4 required. Shahzad with that big 6 and a single moves to 45 or 48.
Within a stroke, they can pick up those winning runs with 1 stroke. They need 4 more runs. That's well bowled. He's bowled that beautifully, coming back after being hit for a big 6, Saifuddin. Good to see Mohammad Mithun also carrying on the form that he showed in the last match. He's moved to 44, takes it out. 3 sixes and 1 4 to him. Partnership of 90 of 81 has made life easier for Rangpur Riders. But thanks to the bowlers, credit to the bowlers when they're restricted. Kumila Victorians for such low total. Once again, target good areas from Saifuddin.
Quick signal. Getting some good Yorkers in, Saifuddin. Just that he overstepped once and that cost him 7 runs this side. 3 away. The last ball of the over. Will Shahzad like to wrap it up? He will also get to a 50 if he gets the boundary, a 6 rather. It's 5 short. Last ball of the 2 overs, none for 8. It's not a big score they're chasing, so everyone will have good figures in number of runs given. Yeah, you're bound to have those figures. 111 for 1. Shahzad. How do you describe that shot? Again, it was Yorker and he's picked that up in no time. And Rangpur Riders win by 9 wickets.
Lovely shot to pick up a 6 and his 50, Mohammad Shahzad.
Look at what he talked about most on the campaign trail. Clearly, he made commitments on securing our border. Clearly, he made commitments on trying to get rid of Obamacare and replace it with better alternatives. And I think that's where our work needs to start in keeping those promises.
Paul Ryan, House Speaker, said this will be the most productive Congress in a, quote, long time. He's setting the bar pretty high. What's the expectation when you hear a comment like that?
I mean, I think the expectation is very high, and we need to meet those expectations. I think you'll see the kind of energy on our side and probably not seen since 1994 in the beginnings of that first Republican revolution. But again, I think the roadmap for what we should do first are the issues that Donald Trump campaigned on, the issues that the promises he made to the American people. And if we stick on that roadmap, we're going to do just fine.
All right. So there's a rumor that you could be in line for an education secretary position. Is that rumor, or is there something to that?
Well, listen, if any red-blooded American, if you were asked by your president to serve, you'd have a hard time saying no. What I'm really excited about is Donald Trump's education agenda, ending Common Core, providing better educational opportunities for 11 million Americans, putting our kids living in poverty, putting moms and dads back in charge of their child's education. Who wouldn't get excited about that?
Okay. We'll put that on the back burner for now. Two more questions specifically now. With the announcement of Sessions and Flynn and Pompeo earlier today, this is a transition that's now gone into high gear. After a lot of critics on the outside were saying, how long is it going to take? This is very fast in terms of a schedule for putting nominees forward. What does it tell you or suggest to you now, sir?
Well, again, Donald Trump is a man of action. I think these are serious people. I think it's an outstanding start to the Trump administration. It continues on the trend of the selection of Mike Pence as vice president. I think it shows you that strong and quality people are going to be ready to serve the Trump administration. That should be exciting for every American.
We have one more image here that we want to share with our viewers. This came in yesterday, and there are a lot of people in this selfie that was held by Mike Pence. Were you in it?
Yeah, I think I'm there, depending on your picture in the left-hand corner. But, you know, the bottom line is people like Mike Pence. It was a fun time there. And now the hard work starts. We all got to buckle up. And I think it's a very exciting time to be an American.
He said he's going to be the conduit through Congress for President Trump in January. Luke Messer, thank you for your time today, the Republican from Indiana. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Bill.
You bet.
Yeah.
So let's go now to President Obama, who spent some time reflecting on the populist forces as he sees them that sent Donald Trump to the White House. Here he is.
I was elected because I believed in what we call grassroots politics. Politics from the bottom up, not the top down. And I was able to excite and engage people who previously hadn't been involved in politics. I do think that all politicians today have to be more attentive to people wanting to be heard, wanting to have more control over their lives.
He's been speaking a lot lately, reflecting on his presidency and looking forward. He was in Germany with Angela Merkel, and he also discussed what he called some of the darkest moments of his 8 years in office. Here's that.
The most difficult moments had to do with not just terrorist attacks, but also shootings. You'll recall that there was an event at a school at Sandy Hook Elementary where 26-year-old children were shot by a troubled young man. And I had to meet with the parents just 2 days after they had lost their child. The pain that they feel is hard to describe and will always haunt me to some degree.
Ищи места и удобные маршруты. Приложение Google. Быстрый поиск нужных мест.
Encouraging many to make their voices heard as they take to the streets to protest. So then, is this the best way to unite the country? We're going to debate that fair and balanced in a moment. Coming up.
And a revolution at McDonald's, Bill, as the fast food chain announces a bold new plan for the future, featuring something kind of old-fashioned, actually.
Donald Trump's most prized possessions, the treasured items that matter to him most, and the stories behind them. It's a rare glimpse into his personal life. Don't miss as Harvey Levin hosts Objectify Donald Trump on Fox News Channel.
Yes, sir. Enjoy 4-day specials at our pre-Thanksgiving sale. Save up to 70% throughout the store with select $39 sweaters, $249 signature suits, and executive sport coats and blazers, 2 for $199. Only at Joseph A. Bank.
So basically, we have 2 production options. Hey guys, I gotta call you back.
Hello? Oh, hi, sweetie. Give the Keurig brewer this holiday, and they will think of you every day.
We needed to hire someone, but it was really tough finding people that had the right experience.
I was spending half my day just reading resumes.
To hire great people, go to ZipRecruiter.com and post to over 100 of the web's leading job boards with one click. Then, easily select the best candidates from one list.
I'm seeing a lot more candidates with the right experience.
We have gotten consistently better results from ZipRecruiter than anywhere else.
Over 1 million businesses have already used ZipRecruiter. Try it for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/Fox.
I'm only in my 60s.
So Dushan is going to check out. This Novi-Sad Al-Wada team won 3 Masters on the World Tour.
If you are eligible for Medicare, you may know it only covers about 80% of your Part B medical expenses. The rest is up to you. Call now and find out about an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company. Like all standardized Medicare Supplement Insurance plans, it could save you in out-of-pocket medical costs. Call now to request your free decision guide.
I've been with my doctor for 12 years. Now I know I'll be able to stick with him.
You'll be able to visit any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients. Plus, there are no networks and virtually no referrals needed. See why millions of people have already enrolled in the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP. Don't wait. Call now.
Would you like to...
4 against 4.
My name is Kolya Smirnov. My father is a scientist. My mother is бухгалтер.
Как дела, Коля?
А правда, что ты себе грудь силиконовую сделала?
Что, тебе не нравится английский? Может, я тебе не нравлюсь?
Yield bonds. Don't miss your chance to own silver before it rises in price. Call Lear Capital to receive the complete guide to silver investing free. The guide shows why experts say silver is undervalued, why silver could rise 60% or more, and how silver can help protect your IRA if another crisis strikes. Get your free silver guide and precious metals IRA investor kit so you can help protect and grow your portfolio in 2016. Call 1-800-889-8000. 1-800-889-8000. Call now.
Quick business note here, you'll be able to order your Big Mac and have it delivered to your table very soon. Cool, right? This is what we ordered. McDonald's is adding table service in all of its U.S. restaurants. They think customers will be more willing to wait that way. Fast food chain is also expanding digital self-service stations, so more technology as well. Supersize that bad boy. You don't like that?
I don't like the ordering for yourself on the iPad at the airport. I mean, it's like, can you please just ask some nice, can I have this? And then they bring it. I mean, I was a waitress for years. I would hate to have my job eliminated, 1. And 2, I find it very impersonal. And I don't always know how to do it right.
I guess they're not going to go to McDonald's.
No, I will, though. If I'm on 95 heading north, I'll go to McDonald's. All right. So there's that, and there's this. President Obama said to be encouraging the anti-Trump protest to some extent. See what you think. Here's what he said.
I would not advise people who feel strongly or are concerned about some of the issues that have been raised during the course of the campaign. I wouldn't advise them to be silent.
Age of 17 is a brilliant coming-of-age comedy in the tradition of classics like Clueless,
This time he steps inside the arc. And that shot is waved off. I thought that might have been in the process. But no chance for an and one.
One of these demonstrations, we've been showing them to you all week, and they are happening on college campuses across the country. It's not just the election that people are speaking out against. Protesters making their voices heard on everything from the Dakota Access Pipeline to Black Lives Matter.
The silver lining is, we can all come together, put the issues on the table, and really talk about them in a way that can really create some positive change.
Oh, Perez behind the back like
Sarah Isker Flores was Carly Fiorina's deputy campaign manager, and she's former spokesperson for the Republican National Committee and a fellow at the Harvard Institute of Politics. Marjorie Clifton is former consultant to the Obama campaign and principal of Clifton Consulting. Welcome to both of you. Good to have you here as we sort of round the week out here and look back on all this a bit. Sarah, what did you think of what the president had to say? You okay with that?
Absolutely, people have the right to protest, but it is unprecedented for a sitting president to encourage protesting the next president. George W. Bush did not do that when Obama took office. Hillary Clinton ran on telling people that if Donald Trump got elected, they should be afraid. And so when he gets elected, we shouldn't be surprised then when many of her supporters are afraid. So absolutely, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama have a role in telling these protesters that they were the ones using unhelpful, dangerous political rhetoric to scare people into voting for them. It didn't work. Now we need to come together and say you're allowed to protest, but the sitting president should not encourage a protest of the president-elect.
Marjorie, what do you think?
Well, his words actually weren't encouraging protest of the presidency. And in fact, Obama was the one who stood up, acknowledged that Trump is the president, acknowledged our process, and encouraged people to embrace that and to be civil in how they deal with it. But he also, as any citizen and as Donald Trump should, encourage people voicing their opinions about things, encourage civic engagement, because that is what the political process is about. And
her supporters are afraid. So absolutely, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama have a role in telling these protesters
about the policies that are good for this country. And it is a good thing for the U.S. and for everyone in this country that people engage civically, that they vote, and that they voice how they feel about issues on either side. So it needs to be encouraged.
It's interesting. We're hearing a lot from people who did not vote. We had some of the students, we heard sound bites from them the other day, and they said, I was so turned off by the whole thing, I didn't vote, which must drive the president crazy, because, that was one of the things he worked so hard to try to do, to get people to come out and vote. Kanye West actually said that he did not vote, but if he had, he was going to vote for Donald Trump, which is interesting, and, he said he wants to run in 2020, so, the floodgates are open. What can we say?
And a lot of...
Good sportsmanship.
This
Sydney
is the
helps him up.
Capture. And today I'm going to show you just how much storage
16 fouls now committed by Manila. One more and they'll be in the penalty. Sub-Zero passes up the 2, kicks it out, top of the key. Maestro, no.
277 meters. However,
Bravada. Gives the fans a little something to cheer about after the foul.
Now you have 455 meters back there. And if you need a lot more space, then drop a seat.
Bravada, guarded by Dushan.
Now you have up to 1,235 meters.
Bravada looking for some space. He gets the hezzy.
The passengers have storage space close to hand. So
the crowd going crazy. As Sydney gets the score to go, it's a 1-point game. A $1:20 on the clock. Savage gets the score and the bump, but no foul was called. So it's a 13-11 game. Back to a 2-point advantage for Novi Sad Awada. A $1:18 on the clock. Can Manila get revenge?
Woman, because she didn't believe in the things that the left believed in. Therefore, she wasn't valid as a female candidate. The left is going to lose if they keep doing this, and Jon Stewart is absolutely right about the hypocrisy of painting everyone who is a Trump voter the same.
I think he is too. Michael Moore made the same point, and I think people are tired of being put in boxes and categories.